Hi, this is Morgan Chin here. Welcome to my channel. So happy to have you. Today I'm going to be talking about why I switched into the tech industry. And I would love if you like this video, leave your comments down below. I would love to answer any questions you have, and definitely subscribe because I'm going to make a lot of videos like this. Okay, so why I got into the tech industry? Well, I started off in college really confused. I'm sure a lot of you guys can relate. I had no clue what I wanted to do. I think I changed my major like 8 times. It was really bad. So I finally settled on something, which was teaching, because I love kids and I thought it would be a good fit for me. So when I got out of school, I ended up teaching 2nd, 3rd, and 5th grade. And one of the schools that I was at actually was trying to get a STEM certification. So they were really pushing getting kids to use technology. Before this, y'all, I had only used computers for playing Jumpstart 1st grade when I was little and turning in papers in college. I mean, that's it. So I was like, what's going on here? But I had to figure it out, right? So I did, and I actually loved it. But I had some kids who did not speak English. They were new to the country, so they spoke Spanish. They were so sweet. And they were having trouble with the educational technology. So I had the bright idea to make my own stuff. Y'all, it was pretty bad. Like, bad. But I did what I could, and I tried to create modules and different quizzes and games and just different things that they could do. I became the person who was always making something on the computer for her students, and we were using our computers all day long. So that led me to share things I made with other teachers, and I became a technology innovator from my school. That's basically just like you're helping other teachers know how to use technology in their classrooms. And I got to a point where I was just like, I kind of just want to do this all day. How do I do that? And that clearly wasn't a thing. I was a teacher, had a class. Okay. Basically, I started looking. I was Googling. I'm like, okay, how do I do this all day? And I found computer science. So I thought, that's it. I'm going to do computer science. I'm going to program. It's going to be great. I can make technology. So that summer I took the first class I needed to take, which was Intro to Java, and I did really well. I really liked it. However, it wasn't quite the right fit, right? Like, I needed a little bit more artistic expression, a little bit more ability to design than I was getting from just programming. It hit the analytical side on the head, but I was still missing a lot of design. So I was like, well, it's closer to what I want to do, so I think I will try it. Next thing you know, we get this phone call from my husband's aunt, and she's like, I think Morgan would really like this. This is going to be a perfect job for her, and I think her husband does it, so she's like, yeah, she should try it. So I come home one day, and my husband, Chris, is like, oh, I found it. I solved your problem. This is what you're going to do. Y'all, by this point, I'm over it, okay? I've changed my major 8 times. I became a teacher. I found computer science. I'm just like, no, please don't tell me anything else. I was frustrated, to say the least. And he's like, no, trust me, this is it. And I'm like, okay, sure. So I watch a video he sends me, and y'all, this actually starts to sound like something that I want to do. There's the logical analytical side. There's design. I'm like, what in the world? It's user experience design. So I'm like, what? At first I didn't know what that meant, but after watching the video, I'm like, okay, this is really cool. And so I decided to look into it, and I found that Georgia Tech actually had a user experience design program, a master's program. So I'm like, this is perfect. You don't need any specific degree, but you do need a portfolio, and I don't have one of those. What am I going to do? So I thought about it, and I was like, you know what? I'm just going to make one because this is what I want to do. Let's do it. So I redesigned Google Drive, because actually if you're a child and you can't read, it's actually really hard to use Google Drive, especially if you don't speak English. Yeah, and I made a teacher planner that was digital for teachers. Guys, I would get up at 5 a.m., go to work, come home. I would immediately start on my portfolio. I wouldn't go to sleep till 1 a.m. and I loved it. Then I'd get up at 5, go to work, come home, keep working on my portfolio, and that's all I did, like, until it was finished. And so I finally finished it, submitted it to Georgia Tech, and had to wait. So about a month later, I get a text and it's like, your decision will be ready at the close of business. And I'm like, okay, it's 4 o'clock. Business doesn't close till 5. What am I gonna do? So I'm so nervous. I'm like driving home, trying to waste time, driving in circles, sitting in my parking lot like, okay, 5 o'clock, let's go. Finally, 5 o'clock hits. I opened the letter and found out that I was accepted. So then they told us about this open house and I ended up going to it. And that is where I met the Senior Director of User Experience. So I was talking to the Director of User Experience and Product, and I was like, yeah, so I really want to volunteer. Do you guys let people volunteer? And he's like, we don't have volunteers. I'm like, oh, okay, never mind, that's cool. But he's like, but we do have an internship program and you can totally apply, interview. So he sent me over to the internship program. I applied, I interviewed, and I got the internship. And shout out to Home Depot, love you guys, okay? I loved it there. I had a great manager, great mentor. I loved the people, loved the teams. It was wonderful. I had such a great time and I learned so much, and shout out to Home Depot for bearing with me, because looking back now I realize before school I didn't really know a lot, but I worked hard and you guys worked with me and I really appreciate that. So then I started school, and Georgia Tech is an amazing program. The first semester was intense, but it was really great. I'm going to talk about that more in other videos, so definitely stay tuned. Look out for videos about Georgia Tech and their HCI program. It's really great. So from there, I applied to another internship, and I am working for the summer. Even though I'm doing working from home, I have another internship from a tech company. I can't say what the name of the company is, but I absolutely love it. I love what I do. And so I'm making these videos because I want to really help with the disparity that there is for people in underrepresented communities in the tech field, and especially in my field, which is product design or user experience design. There's not that many people that look like me that do this job, or honestly even know about it. I'll talk to my friends and they're like, what do you do? And I'll tell them, I'm a product designer, and they're like, what? And so I have to explain it to them. And it's funny because those same people, when they tell me what they want to do, they're describing my job, but they don't know about it. I mean, y'all, my parents went to a college that had 5 majors. 5. So yeah, they can't help me. They're teachers, they're educators. They don't know anything about this. So I'm kind of out here on my own, trying to figure it out, trying to push my way through. I don't have the privilege of having people who can kind of help me get to where I need to be. I'm out here by myself. So I know a lot of people can relate to that, and I want to help them to find product design, find UX design, to find their passion and to love it. And I want to help however I can help. It's one of my passions, especially people who are Black. There is not enough of us, and we really have a lot of the skill sets that could make us great at this job, but we don't know about it. So I want to change that. And if you are interested, please look into it. If you have any questions, please leave them below. I would love to answer your questions. If there's certain videos that you want to see, definitely comment that below. I can make videos about portfolio reviews, getting ready to apply to school, internship process, or interviews, anything like that. I'm happy to help. So leave the comments down below. Like this video, and also subscribe so that when those new videos come, you know and you can watch them. So thanks for staying around for so long. Have a great day. Bye.